Hi guys, how are you? I hope you people are doing well. My name is Shivam Pandey and I welcome you all to this lovely platform of Careerwill. As you people know that in this particular section, we're going to talk about the major rivers of the world, and in our previous lectures, we had talked about the basic conceptual things which are important for the river formation. We had talked about the source of the river, we had talked about the tributaries, we had talked about the pattern of the tributaries when they meet with the main river. Then we had talked about the drainage system. Then we had talked about the catchment area, command area, and lot many things were there. We had talked about the course of the river. We had talked about upper course, middle course, and lower course. Everything, each and everything we had discussed. Now, guys, in this particular section, we have to talk about, or we have to know about the thing. We have to talk about the thing, and the thing is that the major rivers of the world. Okay, the very first thing that we should know about the rivers in our discussion, that is the major rivers of the world. Now let's get started, start the session before without wasting the time, and let me insert the map. As you people know that we always start our discussion with North America. Okay, here we have the map of North America. Yes. This is the map of North America. Now is when we talk about the North America. If you look towards the North America, here we have the American continent like this. Okay. Now, but when we look towards the North America look like this. Now, guys, if you see, then you will see the 49 parallel. Okay, 49 parallel. Guys, 49th parallel. It is the border of USA and Canada. It's the boundary of USA and Canada. You may see the straight boundaries. Okay. On this particular boundary, 49 parallel, you will see the lake, which is known as the Great Lakes of North America. On 49 parallel, okay, you will see the Great Lake of North America, like this. The Great Lake, the Great Lake of North America. Now, guys, when we look towards these particular thing, we have the homes. Homes. Okay, we have the three different lake which are known as homes. H stands for Lake Huron. H stands for Lake Huron. O stands for Lake Oligarco. Okay, O stands for Oligarco. Just wait, give me a minute so that I can see the things. I hope things are making sense. Let me see the things. Okay, yes. O stands for Lake Olario. Lake Olario. M stands for Lake Michigan. E stands for Lake Erie. S stands for Lake Superior. These are the Great Lake of North America. Now, guys, when we look towards the south of this particular lake, at this particular position, we have the next lake, which is known as Lake Itasca. Lake Itasca is there. Now guys, when we talk about Lake Itasca, from Lake Itasca originates the major river of North America, which is known as River Mississippi. Okay, from here originates the major river of North America, which is known as River Mississippi. River Mississippi. Okay, Mississippi drains in Gulf of Mexico. Gulf of Mexico. It drains in Gulf of Mexico. I hope these things are making sense to you people. Okay. Now guys, after this particular thing, when you will look towards the Rockies mountain, here we have the presence of Rockies. I guess you people might know about Rockies. Rocky Mountain. Okay, we had talked about the Rockies. Guys, in Rockies, you will see the presence of Lake Broward's Spring in Rockies. Here we have the presence of Lake Broward's Spring. Here we have the presence of Lake Broward's Spring. From this particular lake originates the major tributary of River Mississippi, that is River Missouri. River Missouri. Okay. Missouri. River Missouri, it is the major tributary. It is the major tributary of River Mississippi. So these are the that we should know. Now guys, after this particular thing, when we talk about the River Mississippi, okay, when you look towards the Gulf of Mexico, you will find a city, and the name of that particular city is New Orleans. Okay, so River Mississippi drains near New Orleans. You should know the name of the city also. Okay, the name of the city is New Orleans. Are we good about these particular things? If we are good about these particular things, then do let me know in the comment box so that I can understand the things. Okay. Come on, everyone. Hurry up. Nobody. No. Let's just start the session. Let's just start the session again. Okay. Now. So these are the things that we have seen. Now, guys, River Mississippi. When we talk about River Mississippi falls near the city which is known as New Orleans. Here we have the city. Its name is New Orleans. And remember one thing, that River Mississippi makes its floodplains in the central part of USA, and those floodplains are known as the Central Plains of USA. Okay, the floodplains of River Mississippi is being made in the central part of USA. Okay, so these are the floodplains of Mississippi, and these floodplains are known as Central Plains of US. They are known as the Central Plains of USA. Now guys, these are the major things that we should know. After this particular thing, when we talk about River Mississippi, remember the type of agriculture that is practiced in this region is the commercial extensive agriculture. In these floodplains, commercial extensive agriculture is being practiced. Write down. In this region, commercial extensive agriculture is practiced. Now guys, when we talk about the commercial extensive agriculture, what does commercial extensive agriculture means? What does this particular term commercial extensive agriculture stand, or what does this particular thing means? When we talk about the commercial extensive agriculture, in this particular type of agriculture, commercial means this particular agriculture is profit driven, and guys, they have large farmland. The area of their farmland is more than 10 hectare. Okay, it is profit driven agriculture. Area is more than 10 hectares. Okay, these are the things. And in this type of agriculture, highly mechanized and most modern methods are used. Okay, highly modern method are used. Superior quality of raw material is being used. Skilled labors are used. Okay, these are the things. Okay, highly mechanized method, modernized method, highly quality, and high quality has to sustain. Only best raw materials are used. High quality has to sustain. High quality has to sustain. Only best raw material is used. Skilled labors are used. Skilled labors are used. Agriculture scientist and agriculture scientist and modern methods and agriculture engineers are used. Okay, agriculture scientists, agriculture engineers, they are being used. After this particular thing, guys, when we talk about the central plains, it is the floodplain formed by river Mississippi, is the prominent agriculture zone of USA. Remember this thing. It is the prominent agriculture zone of USA. It is the prominent agriculture zone of US. Next one. This particular area is being formed by river Mississippi. After this particular thing, when we talk about wheat is the important cultivation. USA is the third largest producer of wheat in the world after China and India. Remember this thing. Wheat is the important agriculture produce and USA is the third largest producer of wheat in the world after China and India. Remember these particular things. They are the important. Now guys, after this, when we talk about river Missouri, now guys remember one thing. It is the longest tributary of Mississippi, river Missouri. It is the longest tributary of river Mississippi. In fact, it is the longest tributary in the world. In fact, it is the longest tributary in the. So these are the things that we people should. So these are the things that we people should know regarding the river Mississippi. Okay. So are we good about these things? Are we good about these things, guys? Do let me know in the comment box that are we good about river Mississippi or not. So these are the general characteristic and the general information regarding river Mississippi and its tributary river Missouri. Now guys, let's move towards the next river, or let's move towards the next continent, and the next continent is the South America. Okay, now let's talk about the next continent, which is the South America. I hope my voice is clear to you people. Okay, do let me know in the comment section. Here we have the map of South America. Now, okay, let me draw the freehand map of South America so that things would be clear to you people. So these are the South America look like this. Now guys, we had talked about the major mountain range in South America, that is the Andes. Okay, Andes. We have the Andes mountains like this. And remember guys, I had told you about the two mountain ranges in South America. Okay, two mountain ranges in the Ecuador. They are Mount Cotopaxi and Mount Chimborazo. They both are present in the country of Ecuador. Here we have Ecuador. Here we have Cotopaxi and Chimborazo. This is Cotopaxi and this is Chimborazo. So these are we have Cotopaxi and we have Chimborazo. Two mountain ranges are there. Now buddy, now when we talk about these particular thing, from there two pre-streams of water originates, two pre-stream of water originates like this, and it forms a major river of South America, which is known as River Amazon. Okay, River Amazon, and River Amazon drain into Atlantic Ocean. Atlantic Ocean. It drains in Atlantic. River Amazon. This is the River Amazon. Remember one thing, that River Amazon forms the Acrobat Delta. Acrobat Delta is there. Guys, when we talk about River Amazon, it originates in Ecuador. River Amazon. River Amazon. Let me change the color. Okay. River Amazon originates in Ecuador. Here we have Ecuador, and it enters into Peru. Here we have Peru, and it enters into Peru. Okay, River Amazon originates in Ecuador and it enters into Peru. And the majority of the drainage basin of Amazon is in Brazil, almost 90%. Peru, and the majority of drainage basin of Amazon is in Brazil. Almost 90% of Amazon is in Brazil. Here we have the Brazil. Remember guys, and floodplains are also formed in Brazil. This river also, and its floodplains floodplains are also in Brazil, known as Brazilian plains. Okay, these are the things that we people should know. Are we good about these things, guys? Do let me know in the comment section, everyone, that are we good about these things or not. Now guys, after this particular thing, when we talk about the next thing, it forms its floodplains in Brazil, and they are known as the Brazilian plains. Here we have the formation of the floodplains of River Amazon. Okay, these floodplains are known as the Brazilian plains or Amazon plains. They are the Brazilian plains or Amazon plains. Guys, the northern part of these particular Brazilian plains, the northern part of these plains is known as North Brazilian plains, and it is the major agricultural zone. Okay, this north part is known as the Brazilian plains. Northern Brazilian plain, it is known as Northern Brazilian plains. It is known as the northern Brazilian plains. When we talk about this northern Brazilian plains, it is the prominent agricultural zone. It is the prominent agricultural zone. Remember this point. This point is again very, very, very important. It is the prominent agricultural zone. After this particular thing, guys, remember one thing. When we look towards the southern Brazilian plains, these southern Brazilian plains are these southern Brazilian plains. These are the southern Brazilian plains. Guys, these southern Brazilian plains have dense forest. When you look towards the Brazil southern part of these plains, you will find the selvas. Selvas are there. Okay, dense forest is there. Dense forest of the world. Selvas are there. Now guys, these selvas produces almost 25% oxygen of the world, and selvas contain highest number of species of the world, and they are globally protected area. It produces 25% oxygen of the world, and it has highest number of biodiversity and selvas are globally protected area. It means hunting, lumbering, and deforestation is banned. Hunting and deforestation is banned. Hunting and deforestation is these are the things that we people should know. After this, when we talk about in the northern Brazilian plain, it is the major agricultural zone. When we talk about this particular thing, in this the cultivation of in this when we talk about northern Brazilian plains, in these plains, a prominent agriculture zone. Here, sugarcane is being cultivated. You know that Brazil is the largest producer of sugarcane in the world. Sugarcane is being produced. Sugarcane. Brazil is largest producer of sugarcane in the remember this. After sugarcane, coffee is also cultivated. And coffee comes under the plantation agriculture. Remember one thing, that coffee is under the plantation agriculture. When we talk about coffee, Brazil is the largest producer of coffee in the world. Remember this thing. Brazil is largest producer of coffee in the world. Now, after this particular thing, when we talk about the coffee, we have the two different varieties of coffee. We have cafe arabica and we have cafe robusta. Cafe arabica is of the superior quality and it is of the inferior quality. So these are the things that we people should know. So are we good about these things, guys? Now, after this, when we talk about the type of agriculture in this region, the plantation agriculture is practiced. Okay, the plantation agriculture is practiced in this particular region. When we talk about the type of agriculture, okay, plantation type of agriculture is done, is practiced. When we talk about the plantation agriculture, guys, the area is more than 10 hectares and major produce of coffee, tea, cocoa and fruits. Okay, area is more than 10 hectares. Major production of coffee, cocoa, fruits is done. Next, when we talk about the next quality of plantation agriculture, the next quality of plantation agriculture is highly scientific methods are used, highly modern method, best raw material, skilled labor. Highly scientific method are used, best raw material, skilled labor, skilled labor. So these are the things. After this particular thing, in plantation agriculture, initial investment is high. In its incubation period, once production begins, it is highly profitable. Okay. In plantation agriculture, write down in plantation agriculture, initial investment is very high in its incubation period. Once 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 it's being cultivated, once production begins, it is highly profitable. Once production begins, once production begins, it is highly profitable. Okay, so these are the things that we people should know. So are we good about these particular things, guys? Do let me know in the comment box that are we good about the North America. Do let me know in the comment box, everyone, that are we good about these particular things. Everyone out there, please let me know in the comment box. Now, let's move forward and let's talk about the next thing. Okay. Now, let's remember one thing. Agriculture was started by the colonial power. The colonial the plantation agriculture, write down. The plantation agriculture is started by the colonial power. Okay, it was started by the colonial power. Colonial power. Colonial power. Now, guys, in India, this was started by British, and in Brazil, it was started by Portugal. Okay, in India, it was started by British, and in South America, or in Brazil, it was started by Portuguese. So these are the things that we people should know. So are we good about these things, guys? Do let me know in the comment box. Now, after this, let's talk about the next thing. Okay. Let's talk about the next thing. Remember one thing, that Amazon is the only river in the world whose source and delta lies in equator. This is note 1. Write down the note 2. Amazon is the only river in the world in the world whose whose source and and delta lies on lies in equator. So these are the things that we people should know. What's this? Now, I hope that things are making sense to you people. Now, buddy, let's move towards the next question. Now, let's move towards the next one. And the next one is the South America. And we have the next river. That is the river Parana. So these are the smallest river that we're going to talk about in tomorrow's lecture, because I want that you people should not get confused in extra information. I guess this information is more than sufficient for you people. Okay. Now, after this, we'll talk about the next major river of South America. Okay. I guess this information is more than sufficient for you people. Okay. I don't want you people to uh, get more and more information, and you people might not be able to revise the things, and things will become hectic for you. Okay, because a lot many information is already given in these particular two slides. I hope these two slides are more than sufficient for your examination regarding these two rivers. After this, we'll talk about the next major rivers in our upcoming classes. Okay guys, so this is all for today. I hope you people enjoyed this lecture. Thanks a lot. Jai Hind. Thank you so much. Bye bye and Jai. Bye everyone. Thank you. And guys, remember one thing, if you have any kind of doubt, then do let me know in the comment box. If you have any kind of doubt. And also please share this particular session with your friend who are preparing for government examination, who are preparing for the defense examination, who are preparing for the UPSC State Public Service Commission or any other government examination, because these sessions will going to be the very useful session for you people regarding geography and many other subjects. Okay, so and those who are doing a struggle in Hindi medium content and they want English medium content, so this particular channel is dedicated to those people only. Okay guys, so I hope you people enjoy this lecture. Bye bye everyone. Thank you and Jai. Thank you buddy. Bye.